Hello, welcome to AB Lifetime, channel on transpersonal psychology. Our topic today is role training, and we are at original Moreno stage in Highland, New York, Button Place, with Rebecca Walters. Hello, Rebecca.
Hello, Anna. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Role training comes from psychodrama. It's often the very last part of a big psychodrama in which somebody actually practices how do they want to deal with the situation that comes up.
I have a situation with my neighbor. I would like to be probably more spontaneous and effective in communication with her.
I'm gonna actually get Anna to teach them how to be in this role. Watch.
Reverse roles.
Do you understand that I am busy? Could you please tell what is role training?
Sure. Role training is, well, let me roll back a little bit. The stage that you mentioned was designed by Moreno.
Yes.
It was built in 1936. It was the Psychodrama theater stage in Beacon, New York. And Moreno had this belief that you could train people to be more spontaneous and creative.
Mm-hmm.
He also had a belief that the I, who I am, develops from all the roles we take in our lives. And the more roles we have in ways that are satisfying and creative and are adequate and work, the healthier and happier we are. It's a very non-psychopathologically, that's a big word, non-psychopathologicalizing way of looking at problems.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have enough spontaneity in a role. And he believed that you could train people to be more spontaneous in a role. So role training comes from psychodrama. It's often the very last part of a big psychodrama in which somebody actually practices how do they want to deal with the situation that comes up. Maybe it's the situation they've been working on. Maybe they want to ask their boss for a raise.
Mm-hmm.
And the psychodrama is all about their relationship with authority figures and their relationship with money. But ultimately, the end of the drama is, let's practice. There's a lot of focus on reversing roles in role training, because you need to practice saying what you want to say and then reverse roles and hear what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
So people often you'll often hear people talk about role play. How do I handle this situation? We call it role training. We add some psychodramatic techniques to it. Sometimes we call it expanded role play, because it's not just a simple role play, it also uses doubling and role reversal.
You already mentioned Moreno. Do you have anything else what you would like to say about his original idea about role training?
So Moreno thought that the place you do therapy is in situ. If you're having problems at the workplace, you do therapy there. If you're having problems with your family, you do therapy there. This was way before the family therapy movement started. He just really believed that. And he created psychodrama for when you can't do that. Because if someone in your family is dead, you can't do a psychodrama. You can't have an encounter with them, right? Or if it's dangerous. You know, if someone's dealing with an abusive spouse, you don't want to have them working together, because it's contraindicated most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the time, but most of the time. You might have someone who has issues around something that happened a long time ago and the people aren't available, either literally or emotionally. And in terms of workplaces, I used to joke and say, if I told my boss what I really thought, I'd lose my job, but I could do it on the stage, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So let me give you a personal example. When my children were teenagers and I was struggling with them, I wanted to be more effective in my communication with them.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I had to come up on stage and dump a lot of feelings,
Uh-huh.
but that wasn't the goal. The goal wasn't to dump the feelings. The goal was to dump the feelings so that I could then reverse roles with them and look at myself through their eyes and see how to be more effective as a mother to them. And isn't that what we all want in our lives?
Right.
To be more effective in our communication, particularly with the people we love or the people that we interact with on a daily basis. So it isn't enough just to do a psychodrama that's abreactive and cathartic. You need to do the last piece, which is the integrative piece. Which is now that you have this new learning, now I'm going to practice. How could I be more effective? And how will I know if I'm being more effective? Because the director has the reverse roles. So, does that answer your question?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much.
And tell me a situation in your life in which you would like to be more spontaneous in the way you're interacting with somebody.
Well, I have situation with my neighbor. I would like to be probably more spontaneous and effective in communication with her. I want to be able to be effective and set boundaries and be able to communicate with her when she ring the bell of my door or knock the door, even though she knows that I don't like that.
Aha, okay, so you'd like to find ways to set some limits with her?
Yes.
And in a way that offends her?
Yes, kind of appropriate.
In a way where it doesn't create more drama. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So come sit here, and we're going to invite a group member to be his neighbor. So if you will come in, Deb, and you'll sit in this chair. So Deb has no way of knowing how to play this role, right? So the lovely thing about psychodrama, this is why it's different than just playing role play. Okay, I'm going to actually get Anna to teach Deb how to be in this role. Watch. Reverse roles.
My name is Lena.
Leanna.
Uh-huh.
Leanna, how old are you?
I am 50.
50. And Leanna, how long have you lived in this place?
I live here about 1.5 years, and as well as Anna, we moved kind of at the same time.
What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing like leggings and like Nike sports shoes and down jacket.
A down jacket.
Yes.
You're cold.
Yes, I'm cold.
Okay. And who do you live in your house with?
I live with my daughter and with my dog.
Okay. How old is your daughter?
30. She's 30. She's 30.
30.
Yes.
How old is Anna?
I think she probably in her 40s.
Okay. So before you reverse roles, what's it feel like to be you?
I feel tired.
You're tired.
Extremely tired.
Why are you so
My
tired?
whole life is just suffering and survival. And I am unhappy person.
The last couple of times you've gone and knocked on her door or rung her bell, what was the motivation for doing that?
I just want to help her and to give her some stuff. I'm bringing her sometimes candies, sometimes some.
Okay, so you're trying to make connection with her.
Yes.
Okay. All right, come stand behind your chair. So I want to understand about this connection. Say more about the connection you want to have with her.
I want to make friends.
You lonely?
Yes.
Okay. And you bring her candy.
I bring her candy I want her to tell me that how happy she is with my candies.
I'm going to double you. I'm going to say what I think
Okay.
you're feeling, Lena, and you tell me if this is right. I want her to like me.
Absolutely. I want her to like me.
Good. Come sit down. Okay. Good. Reverse roles. Tell me a little bit about the situation. She hasn't just done this once or twice.
Yes, she just knocks in my door, or usually she rings the bell, and sometimes it's like almost like I'm taking a shower on the second floor and I have client in 15 minutes, and my dog is barking, and she rings like nonstop for 10 minutes, like.
Okay, so this is how you want to figure out how to address this with her. Right, and you know
Yes.
right now that part of why she does it is she's lonely and she's trying to make connection with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I know that.
All right. So I want you to begin by showing us absolutely the worst way you could deal with this.
Okay. All
So
right.
here she is. You've asked her to sit down. You have to have a conversation with her.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead.
The worst one.
Yeah.
Okay. Liana, do you understand that I am busy? I cannot be do you see the notice? I put the notice on my door just because of you, because nobody else knock or ring the door. You are the one. Do you see that? Why you are do you think I cannot hear when you are ringing the door for 5 minutes non-stop?
Reverse roles.
Liana, don't you see the door? Don't you see the sign on the door? When you just stand here and ring nonstop. What? I don't understand. Don't you see? I put that sign up there just for you because it doesn't seem to matter to you whether I'm upstairs taking a shower or whatever I'm doing. You just ring the doorbell, and I can't come to the door. But don't you see? Haven't you understood? I put that sign up specifically because of you.
Stand behind your chair and say what's going on inside of you, Liana.
I just wanted you to like me.
So before you get to talking to her, what does it feel like to have her address you like this?
I feel it feels like it feels like there is something I do not deserve it.
So what do you feel?
I feel frustrated and I feel angry.
Okay, good. So come sit back down. Okay. So now we know part of the reason I do this is because I want my protagonist, Anna, to understand what it feels like to be Liana so that she can figure out how to work in this situation to get Anna the results that she wants, which is for Liana to back off a little bit but not be devastated and not be angry. Reverse roles. So I need to tell you that she may get angry. You're going to set limits. People don't like limits being set.
All right.
But there's a way to do it that's not mean.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that what you really would like is to be able to set limits with her and feel into yourself that you haven't been mean about it.
Yes, absolutely.
Regardless
yes.
of how she feels. Okay,
Yes.
great. All right, so let's begin. Why don't you try something different and we'll see how it works. Okay?
Liana, I would like you to thank you very much for your candies. I would like you just before you're coming and you want to knock the door or ring the bell. I cannot react each time for the door ring, the doorbell or knocking the door. I would like you just to send me a text message or call prior coming.
Reverse roles. Now I want you, as Anna, to feed that back to Liana just the way Anna said it.
So, Liana, I can't answer the door each time you ring the doorbell or knock on my door. I can't do that. I appreciate the candies and what you bring to me. So I would like you to call me or send me an email or something when you want to be coming over, so I can let you know whether this is a good time or not.
Turn your head to the side, Liana, and tell us what's going on.
So I still want to ring the bell or knock the door because I feel like I have some urge for that. But I understand her limits. I understand that she wants me, and next time if I will knock the door, then she might be angry.
So what I'd like to do is help you develop some other options, and the way we're going to do that is by letting you staying in the role of Liana. Deb is going to continue as Anna and try something different. And then I will try the role of Anna on and try something different. And you can see as Liana what feels most useful.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So, Liana, thank you for what you've been bringing to me. I think we might be able to see if whether or not how we might want to connect with each other. What we're doing right now isn't working. And I imagine it might be frustrating for you because when you ring the doorbell, I'm not always very receptive.
Okay. Liana, how does that feel?
It feels like it feels both versions feel good. It feels just there is something in me which if I would be able to go to therapy, it's something hurts inside me like each time
Yes.
people want to hurt me.
Yes.
And she's
hurting
yes,
you.
yes.
Is she being mean?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you, Deb. You come out. I'm going to be Anna for a minute, and see if I can come up with something different. You did a great job, so I'm not sure I'm going to add anything to it, but. So thank you for coming out to have coffee with me. You have been very generous.
That feels very good. Yes, I am.
Yeah. I'm not sure you understand that I work out of my house. And when I'm working or getting ready to work and you come over and you push the doorbell or you start knocking, it doesn't work for me and it's making me feel like I want to pull back from you. And I don't want to pull back from you. So I'm going to ask you from now on not to come over unless you've texted me or called me or emailed me and have gotten a response, so that I can spend time with you and feel good about being with you.
Wow. That feels very good.
Okay. So let me come out of the role of Anna. And I'd like to invite you to come back into your own role. And Deb, you go back and deal with Anna. And you find a way. So this is basic communication skills 101. You got to start by validating her.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So validate
And that,
and then set your limit.
Liana, thank you for being so generous. I really appreciate the candies and I love them. I loved all your candies. It's just I'm not sure that you got that. I do work at home, and it's recently I'm extremely busy. I work from 60 to 80 hours per week. So, and I see that I feel like you might feel like I'm pulling away from you, but I am not. It's just because I'm busy and I don't want to look mean with, like opening the door and it's just because I'm stressed because I have clients and I'm busy with my homework. So I would like to create relationship with you, just to have time for that, and for doing that and having the space for that. Just please text me or call me, and then we can figure out the time when we can spend together.
Reverse roles. And just do the very last part. So that you've already validated her.
So, in the future, I really do want to work out and see about a relationship with you. And so I'm hoping that in the future, you will just call me or text me or email me and know that if you haven't heard back from me, I'm probably not available, so that you won't come over unless we've kind of prearranged something.
It feels very good.
Okay, reverse roles. So, Deb, would you come out of the role and de-roll? And why don't you do it right here, turn to her, and just say who you're not, who you are.
Oh, I'm Deb. I'm not Liana.
Yes.
And one thing you felt in the role of Liana?
Felt a little desperate.
Mm-hmm. And is your own life as Deb Can you relate to needing to set limits with somebody that you don't want to hurt them, but you really want them to hear?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can you share that with Anna?
Sure.
Turn on the side a little bit.
Okay. Yes. My sister will often call me, and our schedules are really different. So she lives abroad, so when I'm available, she's not sometimes, and vice versa. And so there have been sometimes, and I want to connect with her. I want to be, have a relationship with her. But there are times we have to kind of talk about what's a time that we can be it's mutually convenient for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something I have had to do with her.
Good. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
So coming out of the role, you stand here with me, and that's an example of role training.
Wow, that was wonderful.
Good.
Oh, thank you.
Next we'll do sociodramatic. Good.